What's going on, guys? I'm back with another video, and in this video I'll be talking about the perfect study routine for the SAT that is coming up in August. But before I go into the video, guys, I would like to shout out all the GOATs in the comment section who stay till the end of the video and comment down what I tell them to comment at the end of the video. So shout out to everyone you see on the screen right here. Bang, bang, right there, right here, right there, right there, right there, right there. So thank you to all you guys are real ones. Now, the August SAT is what, I think 3 weeks away. Today is August 8th, so 2.5 weeks basically. So what are you guys gonna do, right? The August SAT is almost here, and I know a lot of you guys have been studying. I've been getting a lot of questions via email. In my Discord, I've been helping guys one-on-one and in groups and holding live streams. And they've told me, you know, what they've been struggling on. I know like circles is a big thing that they've been struggling on. If you haven't watched my circle videos, I just put out these past couple of days. I know for the English section, some people are still having trouble on like colons and semicolons. So watch my videos on the SAT reading and writing in this playlist right here. So all these videos cover like these small topics, and I really want you guys to watch them because it'll help you understand like when to use a colon, when to use a semicolon, how to solve circle problems, and you won't get those questions wrong. Because those are easy questions, those are easy points you just don't want to miss. Because 20 and 30 points on the SAT actually do matter a lot. Like that's like a 1380 or a 1410, right? That 30 points right there helped you get over that 1400 goal. So like I said, guys, 2.5 weeks, how do you want to plan out your studying routine? I know originally I made videos on this in the past, and I've always said to alternate, do math 1 week and do English the next week. Now I want to change that up, so switch things up. Now I want you guys to do math one day and reading the same day. So what I want you to do is an hour of math and an hour of reading every single day. Try to do 2 hours a minimum a day. If you want to do 3 hours, then do like one math, one reading, one math, and the next day do reading, math, reading, so that way you're still balancing out and both the math section and the reading section get equal amount of care. Now I know you may be getting like a 760 in the math section and like a 560 in the reading section. If that's the case, then if you're doing 3 hours a day, always do reading 2 hours because you want to improve that weaker section. If you're already strong in math, then focus more time to reading and vice versa. That's how you guys want to plan things out. Now, ideally, say Monday you do 2 hours for math and reading, Tuesday you do 2 hours, and so on. What you want to do at the end of the week is you want to take a practice test. Okay, and for these next 2.5 weeks, I want you to take at least 4 practice tests. So that way you are familiar with the patterns and the types of questions, and it's, you know, it's nice and fresh in your brain, because when the SAT hits August 29th, you want to be able to detect these problems like fast. And you want to be able to know how to do these types of problems super fast, and that only comes through practice. Like there's no way you are recognizing a pattern of a problem unless you've seen a problem similar to that in the past. Khan Academy now has really good SAT questions. But the thing with Khan Academy is sometimes the questions are much harder than what you expect on the actual SAT. So if you're doing only Khan Academy and then you see a question on the SAT and you've never seen a question like this on Khan Academy because Khan Academy decides to make all the questions much harder, then you may be a little confused. But if you're doing practice tests and you're seeing the same types of questions again and again via practice tests, and then you see on the actual SAT, you'll be able to know how to solve that problem much quicker because you've done it in the past. Just with different numbers, different people. So it's much easier. So that's why I'm really stressing to do practice tests, guys. Try to do 2 a week. But it's 2.5 weeks, so I'll say do one Wednesday and do one Saturday if you're starting Monday. And then the next week do one Wednesday again and Saturday again. You don't want to take a practice test before test day, right? You want to at least have like 4 days in between where you can do some last minute studying. You can do some quick review. Always buy my note guide. My note guide is in the description below. That way you can, you know, refresh your brain on test day. What you guys really want to do is on test day, before you take the test, maybe like an hour or hour 30 minutes before, you want to have a nice note sheet, whether it be my notes, your personal notes. You guys want to read it all over. Alright, you want to read it all over and just have that refresher in your brain, because the last thing you want is when you're taking the SAT and you're at a problem and you're like, man, I studied this problem so much, but I'm just having a brain fart. The reason you're having that brain fart is because you did not refresh before taking the test. So that's why use your note sheet for reading and use my note sheet for math, and that way just refresh all the topics in your brain and you'll be able to answer every problem that you've correctly studied for on the SAT, and you'll be set. Now regarding Khan Academy, guys, now you guys always ask me questions on what's the best way to study Khan Academy. What you want to do at this stage is Khan Academy has its own subtopics, right? It has many subtopics that you can do. It gives you 5 questions, you can do them and move on. And it also gives you 3 random topics at the real top of the page. And basically you do one topic and then it gives you another random topic, you do that. And at the really end of those 3 topics, it's like the 4 topics, like a timed mini section. It'll give you like 13 minutes to do a reading passage, or it'll give you 13 minutes to do a couple of math questions. You want to do that every day, right? So you want to do your regular Khan Academy study, your hour of math, your hour of reading, and then, or 3 hours, 2 hours math, 1 hour reading. At the end, you want to do that timed mini section and those 3 other topics that Khan Academy gives you, because it's just like Khan Academy is basically picking random topics and just shooting them out at you. And by you like looking at those topics, you're able to see, hey, maybe I didn't study circles today, but can I still answer circle questions? If Khan Academy gives you that topic, you have to do it. That's how you're able to assess yourself. So then the next day, you're like, hey, so I struggled on the circle questions that Khan Academy gave me at the end of the time mini section, so let me study circles today. So basically that guides your practice sessions, and that way you have a direction. That way you're not just studying whatever topic whenever you want. You actually have some type of detailed plan or guide to follow when studying on Khan Academy and when taking practice tests, etc., etc. Like, you want to know your weaknesses, guys. There's no way you're succeeding without knowing your weaknesses. Like, you must attack every single weakness in these last 2.5 weeks. And by doing that, you will get those small points, like those 10 points here, those 10 points there, and you get those big points. Like for example, the linear equation section, which is like a huge part of the SAT. You get all the points from there, and then you get like the 20 points that is circle questions, or like the 20 points that is exponential questions, and that's just gonna help your score overall, guys. So I want you guys to have this study routine where you're practicing both math and reading on the same day for the remainder of August till August 29th. And by doing this, I'm pretty sure you guys will be able to see improvements in your score if you have not already. And even if you have, you'll see even more improvements, and you'll feel more confident on test day because you know that you have studied a good amount for the SAT and you have everything nice and refreshed in your brain. So when you sit down for that test, you will ace it. Now, if you've made it to the end of this video, comment down RV30K, and that way I'll shout you out on my next video where you see my face. Any face-to-face video, I will shout everyone out that I see who has commented 30K. Because you guys are goats, you guys are real ones. Please like the video, subscribe. Peace out, dude. Peace out, dude. Peace.